getting that size around the rack.
On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
And stolen by Harris. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Henderson. And he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. On the topic of Curry, Coach said, it's like playing a game of tag. He continued, we had our wings chase our guards around in practice, and everyone is on notice. We all know how good he can be. The important thing is to not take any plays off. We'll stay sharp, or he'll remind us, that's for sure. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Utah.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
Clock is at 3. And stolen by Murray. Over Thompson. Brooks outside. Pass to Murray. 4 on the shot clock. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge haul.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
And here's Henderson after Dillon Brooks was able to get the triple. And oh, here we go. There's nobody back.
Well, what an opportunistic defender Murray is. His ball-hawking nature serving him well there.
And the Jazz with possession here. Pass to Curry. Now Gobert covered by Giannis. Curry on the wing. Clock at 6. Curry on the wing. From downtown. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
Now, here's Thompson. No scoring in this one. Portis the screen. And the rejection by Giannis. Five on the clock. Curry with it. Picked up by Harris. And that's good. Stephen Curry for 3. Curry's got 6.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Antetokounmpo, no good. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
1:44 left to play in the first quarter. Outside Curry. And another 3 for Utah.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
That's to Giannis. Outside for Murray. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Jazz leading by 4. Outside Curry. Back to Henderson. Out to Thompson. Nice ball movement by Utah. Clock at 2. Nasty move. Stephen Curry again. He's got 11.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Puts up a deep 3. The offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Excellent putback by Gobert. Perfect timing, reading that ball off the rim.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curves a 10-0 run by the Jazz.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Going with an almost entirely new group here. And it's Utah's ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Paul with the ball. On the wing, Thompson. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
3.
And so on to Antetokounmpo looking over it. Shoots over Caruso. And so it's Utah in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead.
Utah 20.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
For the 3, Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Thompson in the corner. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop.
Quick hands of Anthony Black on full display right there. Excellent defense to come away with the steal.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Now into the lineup for the Jazz.
Jazz leading by 5.
Stephen Curry.
They set the screen. From deep three-point territory.
Stephen
From
Curry.
beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 14.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent. It's also about timing.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Kevin?
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. Curry, what else is new?
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Count the basket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And the three ball is good. Curry's got the lead up to 12 now for Utah.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Outside Curry. Henderson looking it over. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 3. Over Brooks. Stephen Curry again. Curry's got 22 points.
This is what they were hoping to get from him tonight. Solid performance.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
A shake. And it's Adams getting it to go. Adams has got his first basket of the night.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
There's a screen by Aldama. It's stolen by Harris. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Steven Adams picks one up.
When you look at the length of Antetokounmpo, it really makes it hard for defenders. As a matter of fact, most of the time, they have no chance to deal with it.
The great Giannis Antetokounmpo, Clark, winning that 2021 title felt like the final hurdle for him.
Yeah, I think it was a capstone achievement. It was the one thing he hadn't done. I mean, he won back-to-back MVPs in his mid-20s. He was already a Defensive Player of the Year award winner, too. The Larry O'Brien Trophy was the last piece in the puzzle of a future Hall of Famer.
Jazz leading by 11. Here's Henderson. He has 6. And the basket by Curry.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Thompson left side. Outside Curry. Gobert the screen. 5 to shoot. From the arc. Curry can't get it to go. Murray down low. Good D by Thompson.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
High-holder type of player. Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And taken away by Paul. Here's Henderson. And then Henderson with the jam.
There's the basketball mind of Henderson working. Stayed ahead of the play for the score.
Out to Brooks. And taken away by Paul. Up in time. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. It's been all about Stephen Curry for Utah. He has been a long-range assassin today. With his work that quarter, his total number of threes is up to 7. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Pass to Aldama. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Giannis.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy two, the for sure two. No need to make it fancy and special.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time.
First team foul.
That'll be his second foul of the game. And stolen by Murray.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
So, Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Jazz leading by 14. Thompson outside. Back to Henderson. Pass to Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
You know, Clark, Rudy Gobert is often the victim of unfair criticism.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more there. I mean, that's just what people tend to do, the talking heads, if you will. I think too many times folks focus on what he can't do instead of appreciating all that he does. I mean, he excels as a rim protector, a screener, a physical presence in the paint. I mean, I think he's going to go down as one of the all-time outstanding defenders in league history.
Murray surveying the D. He takes it in. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for Utah. 17 points was their biggest margin. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Back to Brooks. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
And Brooks is this team's agitator and instigator. He wants to spark the group with his energy at both ends of the floor.
They double-team Curry. Pass to Gobert. Outside Curry. Back to Portis. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Defense practically daring him to take that shot, and it worked out for him.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Here's Henderson. He's got 8. Into the lane. Does not get it. Third miss. He's made 4 from the field. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And now just a 5-point Jazz lead. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
He'll miss some of these from time to time, especially when he feels some pressure on the way up.
Outside Curry. They double-team Curry. Jazz passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Got a piece of it. Aldama.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, Kevin. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process. Seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. The Jazz making a switch here. Now Henderson. He's got 8. Pass to Eldama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis.
You can't make brain-neutral mistakes like that. I mean, he may get an earful later.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brooks has got 6 in the quarter.
And when Brooks has his jumper working, the defense needs to locate him as soon as they can.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And stolen by Caruso. Henderson outside. Left side, Portis. .43 seconds left to play in the third. Six to shoot. And it's Giannis missing. Utah leading by 8. But drive by Henderson.
Explosive in every way. The quick first step, and then you see the hop.
Murray, no good. Henderson outside. Portis the screen. Curry beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And here is Murray. To the paint. And stolen by Thompson. Now here's Henderson. Pass to Curry. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Here's Henderson. Stolen by Brooks. And stolen by Portis. And now Utah, fast break. And Portis throws it down.
And give credit to Gobert there. Excellent pass to an open teammate.
And it's Murray penetrating. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points here in the second half. And it's Henderson with the ball for the Jazz. 17 points was their biggest margin.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Drops in the tray. Curry's got 37.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Brooks. Gobert pulls it in.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Outside for Curry. Pass to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Utah moving it around. There's the 3. And Stephen Curry gets the 3. Curry's got a couple of three-pointers now in the 4th for the Jazz. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
Thompson outside. Here's the break. And he jams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Now into the lineup for Utah. Number 20.
Henderson outside. Now Curry beyond the arc. And Harris will pull it down. It's stolen by Curry. Throws it down. What an assist!
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Antetokounmpo. And it misses. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Here he goes. And then Henderson with the dunk.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Gobert, the screen. 6 to shoot. Back to Curry. Shoots over Black. Curry can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Jazz.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Stephen Curry.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And stolen by Murray. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Gobert there for the rebound. Now Henderson. Here's Curry. And so it's Utah easily.